students, in this video we are going to discuss about a very important topic which we are normally discussing under marketing management module, and which is about segmentation. So when you're considering about marketing, so one of the important steps which we should be enabled is about STP, that means segmentation, targeting, positioning. So when you're just going through the previous year question, when you're just going through the latest exam, that means December 2021 and June 2022 cycle, you can see that there were questions from this particular area. So for various shifts, I mean, we know that for commerce we have 3 shifts, right? So for this various shift, there were questions from this particular segmentation. So we'll just go through the question, and based on that we will look up the area, okay, for having a better understanding related to that particular topic. So when you're just going through this question, December 2021 and June 2022 merge cycle, which was held on 14th September 2022, shift 1. Here is the question: which of the following variables are considered relevant in behavioral segmentation of consumer? So you can see that this is a question which is particularly based on the basis of segmentation, and it is asked about behavioral segmentation, and you need to identify which are the variables that we are considering if you are segmenting the customers based on a behavioral basis. Okay, so you have the options: life cycle, user status, occasions, values, loyalty status, and you need to identify a combination of answers. So before getting into this answer, we should know what is segmentation and what are the bases that we are generally used for segmenting a particular market. So first of all, let me discuss about the term market segmentation. So market segmentation is a very important process when you're just taking the STP cycle. So here we know that the market is heterogeneous, or a market includes heterogeneous people, with each of them have their own needs or their own likes. Everything will be different, right? So here the marketer is actually using a common basis to divide these markets into a homogeneous unit. Okay, so we are just grouping this particular market or this particular customers into a group. In that group, the people which belongs to a particular group will be like-minded people. In one way or another way, they will have some same thoughts or same likes, like a way. So a marketing concept which divides the complete market setup into smaller subset comprising of consumers with a similar taste, demand and preference. So by this segmentation, we are just making, or we are just dividing this large market to a small segment which have a like-minded individuals. Okay, so we may use a number of bases. That is the major thing which we are going to discuss in this particular video. So using some bases, we are just dividing this particular market into separate segments. Like you can take any variable. If you are taking a variable like age, you can just categorize the segment, or you can just segment the market based on the age group of people, or you can just divide it based on occupation or income based. Like a way, we have a number of factors, or we have a number of variables. Based on that, we can just classify the market into different segments. Okay, and we will just concentrate on a particular segment or 2 to 3 segments, which is for the just to position their products into a better manner. Okay, so when you're just making such a segmentation, one market segment is totally distinct from other segment. Okay, so each of these segment will be different, but within a segment, the taste or the preference of the customers in that particular segment will be similar. Okay, so a market segment comprises of individuals who think on the same lines and have similar interests. So we have a number of segments, but when you're taking a particular segment, the taste or preference or likings of people within that segment will be comparatively similar. The individuals from the same segment respond in similar way to the fluctuation in market, and it is assumed that the people within the same segment react to the changes in what is happening in the market in a similar way. Okay, now it is about the basis that we are generally used for classifying or segmenting this market. So the major basis that we are using for such segmentation includes demographic segmentation, geographic segmentation, psychological segmentation, socio-cultural segmentation, behavioral segmentation. So these are the major bases that we are used for segmenting market. Now it is important that you should study which all are the variables or which all are the factors that we are taking in each of these segmentation. Okay, that point is very important. So this time you can see that they just got asked about behavioral segmentation. So next time they can go for demographic or geographic, like a way they can move on to any other segmentation. So you should have a better idea regarding the basics or the variables that we are considering in each of these segmentation. Demographic segmentation, here we are just classifying the segment or the market based on age. If you are just classifying based on age or sex, like male or female or some other category, then based on income, then if it is based on occupation, education and the size of household. So if you are taking any of these variables to classify your market or to segment your market, you can say that you just categorized or you just made a market segmentation based on demographic factors. So here you need to study, or it is very important to learn which all are the variables that we are including in case of demographic segmentation. So if the classification is based on age, sex, income, occupation, education, household size, you can consider that all these are the segmentation which is based on demographic factors. Okay, so that's the first one. Moving to the second category, geographic segmentation. What about the basis that you are considering in this case? If it is about region or the size of metropolitan area or the density of population in a particular area, and if you are considering the climate zone. So if you are making a segmentation based on any of these variables, you can say that you categorized that particular market based on geographic factors. So this is very important that you should be very specific which all are the factors that we are considering in each basis of segmentation. Okay. So when you're just reading all these things, it will be very simple. As you can see that it is one word or two word, it will be very easy to connect with it. But when you have a question from this particular area and you need to identify a combination of answers, if you are not very specific to this particular topic, what will happen? You will be confused. Okay. So you should be able to identify which all are the factors which we are taking in case of a geographic segmentation. Okay. And the next one is psychological segmentation. So here we are actually considering the personal traits of people. Then if it is about considering their interest or lifestyle, in all those ways you can say that you made the market segmentation based on psychological factors. Okay. Now we are moving on to socio-cultural segmentation. So if you are considering market segmentation based on social values or culture or race, religion, nationality, you can say that it is a classification basis based on socio-cultural factors. Okay. Now finally we are moving on to very important one, that is behavioral segmentation. So if you are making or if you're just segmenting the market based on purchase occasion, that means when they are actually purchasing, whether they are purchasing regularly or if it is based on some occasion like a way, then benefits or the benefits that they are getting from that particular product, user status, usage rate, loyalty status, buyer readiness stage, attitude, values. So if you are considering all these things for segmenting a particular market, you can say that this particular segmentation is based on behavior. So when you're just considering that various bases for segmenting market, you can just see that there are a number of features or there are a number of variables is actually included in case of a behavioral segmentation. So you should be able to identify which all are the factors or variables which we are including in each type of segmentation. Okay. Now we are just coming back to our question, that is which is held for September 14th. October 14th. So let's see that which of the following variables are considered relevant in behavioral segmentation of consumers. Lifestyle. This lifestyle is actually a part of behavioral segmentation, which we already see that what about lifestyle is actually a psychological part. Okay, so you can't actually include lifestyle in case of a behavioral segmentation. What about user status? Yes, user status is a type of behavioral segmentation. Occasion is right. Values, loyalty status. So actually you can exclude A except that all the other variables are actually taken in case of a behavioral segmentation. Okay, so except A you have option, there is only one option, which is B, C, D, E. Okay. So when you're considering the other options, you can see that in option A, B, D, in all these options, A is there. So if you are very specific about this particular topic, then only you can actually answer this question, even though this particular question is comparatively easy. Okay. So anyway, the correct answer for this question is option C. So in this video, we just discussed the important topic, which is market segmentation. So when you're just going through this particular topic, market segmentation, you should be very well aware about the basis that we are used to for segmenting the market and which all are the factors or which all are the variables which is actually included in each of these segmentation. Okay. So when you're just preparing for the next exam, you should be focused on all these areas. You should focus on the other categories also. Okay. So I hope this video will help you for your preparation. Thank you and happy learning.